The courtroom was buzzing with tension, and fans are still in shock over what went down. YNW Melly, the rapper whose life has been a roller coaster of headlines, reportedly snapped inside the courtroom after new murder footage allegedly released by his own affiliate surfaced. Sources say the videos showed scenes no one expected, and the emotions ran so high that even the judge struggled to maintain control. Family members were shouting, friends were pleading for calm, and whispers of betrayal echoed across the room. "I can't believe they would do this to me," an insider claimed Melly shouted, his voice shaking with rage. The affiliates who released the footage reportedly didn't anticipate his reaction, and witnesses say what followed left everyone frozen. Eyes widened, phones were recording, and the drama spilled into social media within minutes. Fans are questioning alliances, motives, and what this could mean for Melly's future. The courtroom chaos is being dissected online, with theories and speculation running wild. As the family was left divided and secrets came to light, one thing is clear: the situation is far from over. Brace yourself, because this story is about to take twists no one saw coming, and the fallout will shock even the most devoted fans. The tension in the courtroom was palpable the moment YNW Melly walked in. Cameras flashed, whispers filled the room, and fans outside were already speculating about the chaos that was about to unfold. No one could predict just how explosive things were going to get. Sources say Melly's affiliates had just released new footage connected to his ongoing murder case, and as the videos began playing on the courtroom monitors, emotions ran high instantly. "This can't be real," someone reportedly muttered from the back of the courtroom. The footage showed moments Melly himself had only vaguely known about, moments that implicated not just his enemies, but people he had once trusted implicitly. Melly's face was unreadable at first, but then, slowly, his jaw tightened, his hands clenched into fists. His lawyer whispered urgently in his ear, trying to calm him, but insiders say he barely registered the words. "They think they can betray me in front of everyone?" Melly reportedly hissed under his breath. The room was silent except for the harsh playback of the footage, each frame landing like a punch to the gut. Friends and family exchanged worried glances, some covering their mouths in shock, others shaking their heads in disbelief. "I've never seen him like this," one witness later said. He looked like he was about to explode. The footage itself was chaotic, blurry at times, but undeniably incriminating. It showed interactions between Melly's affiliates and rival crews, late-night meetings, and moments where the affiliates seemed to discuss Melly's case in ways that implied manipulation. Some moments even suggested that they had been in contact with authorities or other sources outside of Melly's circle. As the video played, murmurs of betrayal spread like wildfire. "How could they?" shouted someone near the front row. They were supposed to have his back. The intensity of the moment was unlike anything anyone had seen before in court, and even the bailiffs appeared tense, unsure if they could handle what was about to happen. Melly's reaction escalated quickly. He reportedly stood up, slamming his hands on the edge of the table. "Stop! Turn it off!" he screamed, his voice echoing across the courtroom. The judge banged the gavel repeatedly, trying to regain control, but Melly's emotions were uncontainable. "I trusted you," he shouted directly at the affiliates, who were sitting not far away. Their faces went pale, the realization of their actions finally hitting them in full force. It was a moment of raw emotion, a combination of anger, fear, and betrayal. Insiders say Melly's eyes were burning with intensity, and people in the room feared that the situation could spiral out of control. Cameras caught snippets of his body language, rapid movements, clenched fists, and a stare that could freeze anyone in place. Fans watching the live streams exploded in real time, posting clips of Melly's reaction across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Comments ranged from disbelief to outrage. Melly snapped. "I can't even watch this without my heart racing," one user wrote. Another said, "I've never seen anyone go off like that in court. This is insane." Social media became a storm, with hashtags like #MellyCourtDrama and #BetrayalPlaying trending within minutes. The footage wasn't just a revelation in court. It became the spark that ignited an online frenzy, with fans picking sides and speculating about what would happen next. As the affiliates tried to defend themselves, their voices shaking, Melly continued his tirade. "You think this is funny? You think I don't know what you've been doing behind my back?" His lawyer stepped in again, placing a hand gently on Melly's shoulder, but he shrugged it off, pacing the courtroom like a caged animal. "I gave you everything. I trusted you with my life. And this is what you do." The affiliates looked down, unable to meet his gaze. Sweat beaded on their foreheads as they realized the full weight of his fury. Witnesses later described the energy in the room as electrified, tense, and terrifying. Family members were caught in the middle. Melly's mother reportedly covered her face with her hands, sobbing quietly, while his younger siblings tried to console her. Some tried to reason with Melly, pleading for him to calm down, but his emotions were too raw, too unfiltered. He was seeing red, one family insider said. Everything we tried to say fell on deaf ears. It was like he had tunnel vision. Friends who had been with him since his early career watched silently, fear etched across their faces. Nobody knew if the moment would pass peacefully or erupt into something much more dangerous. The courtroom drama intensified when one affiliate finally spoke up. "Melly, I didn't mean..." They were cut off by a sharp gesture from him. "Save it. Your excuses mean nothing." Melly's voice boomed, reverberating against the walls. Sources say this was the tipping point. Emotions ran so high that security had to be extra vigilant, ready to intervene at a moment's notice. Some witnesses say that for a few tense minutes, it felt like the courtroom was on the verge of full-scale chaos. Cameras caught glimpses of attendees standing up, phones recording every second, and murmurs of "this can't be happening" echoing around the room. Then, the unexpected happened. A whispered exchange between Melly and one of his closest allies reportedly led to a sudden confrontation. Words flew like daggers, accusations laced with venom. "You set me up." "I know it," Melly shouted. The ally attempted to defend themselves, but Melly's fury was relentless. "Don't you dare speak. You don't know the half of it." Witnesses later said the argument sounded like it could have spilled into violence at any moment. Everyone in the room was holding their breath, anticipating the next move. Amid the chaos, rumors began to swirl that the affiliates might face immediate repercussions. Some sources claim that Melly made veiled threats during the outburst, warning them of consequences both inside and outside the courtroom. Social media exploded with speculation, with fans dissecting every frame and clip. "Melly just exposed everyone," one fan tweeted. "The whole crew is shaking right now." Others speculated about possible new legal strategies, believing that Melly's reaction could shift the dynamics of his case entirely. The tension wasn't just in the courtroom. It had spread nationwide, captivating fans, media outlets, and even celebrities. The emotional stakes were high. Melly's family reportedly tried to intervene multiple times, attempting to calm him down and mediate with the affiliates. "We just wanted him to breathe, to think," a source said. But the rapper's focus remained unshakable, locked on those he felt had betrayed him. His eyes darted from one affiliate to another, each glance heavy with accusation. The affiliates, in turn, were reportedly whispering among themselves, panic and regret written across their faces. Every second that passed heightened the suspense, leaving onlookers unsure of what Melly would do next. Confrontation reportedly occurred when Melly suddenly sat down, his hands trembling slightly, his breathing rapid. "I trusted you," he said softly, almost to himself, but loud enough for everyone in the room to hear. It was a rare moment of vulnerability amidst the rage, a reminder of how deeply the betrayal had cut. Family members and friends gathered around, forming a protective circle, while the affiliates sat frozen, realizing the depth of the storm they had unleashed. Cameras captured the moment, and fans online were analyzing every second, waiting for the fallout that was sure to come. By the time the first session ended, the courtroom was left in shambles emotionally, if not physically. Witnesses described the atmosphere as tense, unpredictable, and raw. Security escorted everyone out carefully, ensuring that tempers did not flare further. But outside, the drama continued to unfold. Fans posted clips, shared theories, and debated the implications of Melly's reaction. Social media became a battlefield, with each user trying to predict the next twist, the next betrayal, and the potential fallout that would undoubtedly follow in the coming days. After the chaos in the courtroom, the drama didn't stop. It spilled over into every corner of YNW Melly's world. Sources say that as soon as the session ended, Melly retreated to a private room with his closest confidants, his anger far from contained. Friends who were there described him as storming, pacing, and muttering under his breath, replaying every second of the footage in his mind. "I can't believe they would do this to me," he reportedly said, his voice tight with fury. "I gave them my trust, my name, my whole career, and this is how they repay me?" One ally whispered a warning, trying to reason with him. "Melly, we need to think about strategy. Don't let this get the best of you." But he wasn't listening. Not yet. His emotions were raw, and the sense of betrayal cut deeper than anyone could imagine. Meanwhile, the affiliates who released the footage were reeling from the courtroom explosion. "He's going to come for us," one allegedly texted the other, panic visible in every word. They reportedly tried to issue public statements, claiming the footage was misinterpreted and that their intentions were pure, but insiders say it did nothing to calm the storm. Melly's fans were already picking sides online, flooding social media with posts like, "Melly will handle this himself," and "the affiliates are done." The tension was not just legal, it was personal, emotional, and escalating rapidly. Rumors began circulating that new alliances were forming behind the scenes, and everyone connected to Melly's inner circle was holding their breath, unsure of who would survive the fallout. Family drama intensified as well. Melly's mother reportedly confronted some relatives after the hearing, demanding answers about why the footage had been released. "This is not just about the law," she allegedly shouted. "It's about loyalty and family. How could you let this happen?" Siblings reportedly argued among themselves, some defending Melly's affiliates, others blaming them for the chaos. Witnesses later described the scene as explosive, with tears, shouting, and accusations flying in all directions. Friends tried to mediate, but even they admitted the situation had spiraled beyond anyone's control. The family was left divided, and no one could say how long it would take to repair the fractures that had formed so quickly. Back at Melly's side, the rapper reportedly made a series of phone calls that left people stunned. "I need answers now," he allegedly told one associate. "No excuses. Tell me exactly who was involved, and don't lie to me." Sources say the calls were intense, each one more urgent than the last. Confidants reported that some of the affiliates had even tried to lie, claiming ignorance or denial, but Melly wasn't buying it. "I don't care what you say," he reportedly told one trembling voice on the line. "I know the truth. And when I find out everything, there's going to be consequences." The air around him was reportedly electric, with friends and family unsure whether they needed to intervene for safety or let him vent his fury. The story spread like wildfire on social media, with fans dissecting every moment of the courtroom footage, trying to piece together what had happened and what Melly's next move would be. Hashtags like #MellyReacts, #CourtroomChaos, and #BetrayalExposed were trending nationwide. Fans debated whether Melly would confront the affiliates publicly, take legal action, or seek revenge outside the courtroom. The speculation alone added another layer of tension, as everyone wanted to know if the drama was over, or if it was only beginning. Influencers, YouTubers, and bloggers joined in, amplifying the story and ensuring that every moment of Melly's reaction was analyzed, critiqued, and sensationalized for maximum drama. Then came the first alleged confrontation. Sources claimed that one of the affiliates had left a voicemail for Melly, trying to smooth things over. "Melly, I swear, it wasn't what it looked like. We're on your side," the voice allegedly said. But insiders say Melly's response was icy. "I don't want to hear it. You've already shown me who you are," he reportedly replied, voice dripping with venom. Friends who were present said that the tone of the conversation left no room for negotiation. "It was like watching a storm form in front of you," one source said. Every word was loaded. You could feel the tension radiating off him. The affiliates reportedly panicked, realizing that their actions had not only angered Melly, but exposed a chasm of trust that might never be repaired. Meanwhile, the legal implications were stacking up. Melly's attorney reportedly warned that the public fallout could complicate the case, urging caution. "We need to control this narrative," the lawyer reportedly said. "Anything Melly does now could be used against him." But according to insiders, Melly was too enraged to care. He wasn't thinking about the law in that moment, a source said. He was thinking about betrayal, about loyalty, about everyone who had ever crossed him. Friends described him as laser-focused on revenge, a state of mind that made even those closest to him nervous. Some reportedly tried to restrain him, literally and figuratively, fearing that the next confrontation could turn physical or result in another legal nightmare. In the midst of all this, the affiliates reportedly attempted to strike back. Texts, calls, and even social media posts tried to justify their actions, framing themselves as the victims of circumstance. But Melly's response, according to sources, was brutal and swift. "I don't need explanations. I need loyalty," he allegedly said. "And if you don't have it, get out of my life." Friends and family who were with him described the statement as a declaration of war, one that would redefine every relationship in his circle. Social media erupted once more, with fans debating whether Melly would confront them publicly, legally, or in ways that were more personal and dramatic. Every outlet had a different theory, each one more sensational than the last. The tension reached a new peak when a leaked snippet of video footage surfaced online showing a heated argument between Melly and one of the affiliates outside the courtroom. In the clip, Melly reportedly shouted, "I trusted you more than anyone, and this is how you repay me." The affiliate tried to respond, hands raised in defense, but Melly's fury was overwhelming. Eyewitnesses say the argument nearly turned physical before friends intervened. "It was terrifying," one bystander said. "You could see the anger in his eyes. People were holding their phones, recording, but no one stepped in because no one wanted to be the first target." The clip went viral, and fans across the world were commenting, debating, and speculating on what Melly would do next. Family members reportedly tried to intervene once again, pulling Melly aside and pleading with him to consider the bigger picture. "We just want you safe," one relative allegedly said. But Melly, sources say, was immovable. "I can't trust anyone right now. Everyone's lying to me. Everyone's hiding something," he reportedly snapped. Friends described the atmosphere as tense, almost unbearable, as each person wondered whether the next moment would bring reconciliation or a full-blown explosion. The stakes were higher than ever, and the court footage, the social media frenzy, and the betrayal had created a perfect storm. As night fell, insiders claimed that Melly called a private meeting with only his closest allies. The conversation reportedly involved strategy, emotional venting, and planning next steps, not just for legal matters but for personal accountability. "We're going to handle this," he allegedly said. "No one will cross me and get away with it," noting that Melly's intensity was palpable. Every word, gesture, and expression seemed to carry the weight of someone who had been deeply wronged, someone who was ready to assert control in every corner of his life. The drama was far from over, and those present could feel it in their bones. Even as the night went on, social media continued to buzz with updates. Clips from the confrontation, snippets of the leaked footage, and screenshots of conversations were shared endlessly. Fans debated theories, alliances, and possible outcomes, making the story not just a courtroom scandal but a cultural event. "Melly is rewriting the narrative," one fan posted. "This isn't just a case, it's a message." Influencers and content creators added their own spin, heightening the suspense and ensuring that Melly's story would remain a trending topic for days to come. By the end of the night, according to sources, Melly was reportedly calm, but the fire in his eyes remained. Friends and family who spent the evening with him noted that he had shifted from pure rage to calculated focus. "He's thinking 2 steps ahead now," an insider said. "You could tell he's planning his next moves carefully. The drama isn't over, it's just evolving." Fans waited anxiously for the next development, knowing that whatever Melly did next could change everything for his affiliates, his family, and the world watching. The following morning, the world woke up to a storm. Social media feeds were flooded with snippets of the previous day's courtroom chaos, leaked footage, and reactions from YNW Melly's fans. "Melly is not playing," one fan wrote, while another posted, "The affiliates just dug their own graves." Everywhere you looked, the drama was dominating trending lists, talk shows, and online forums. Inside Melly's private residence, however, the intensity had not diminished. Sources say he spent the night strategizing, replaying every conversation, every frame of the footage, and every betrayal he felt he'd endured. His closest allies described him as laser-focused, cold, and calculated, a far cry from the storm of emotion the day before. By mid-morning, Melly reportedly called a private meeting with the affiliates who had caused the chaos. The tension in the room was so thick that some witnesses described it as cuttable with a knife. One source said, "The affiliates were visibly shaking. They knew they'd crossed a line they couldn't come back from." Melly reportedly entered the room, eyes blazing, a quiet but terrifying fury simmering just beneath the surface. "Sit down," he commanded, his voice calm but deadly. The affiliates hesitated, unsure whether to comply. "You think this is a game," Melly continued, pacing slowly. "But this is my life. Every move you make has consequences." One of the affiliates attempted to speak. "Melly, we can explain." Melly abruptly raised a hand. "No explanations. You had your chance. You failed. And now, everyone is watching." Witnesses say the affiliates' faces turned pale. He wasn't yelling, but the power in his tone, it was like he was about to snap at any second, a friend of Melly said. You could feel the room shrink around him. Another affiliate tried to apologize, but Melly cut them off again. "Apologies don't fix betrayal. Loyalty does. And you have none." According to insiders, the atmosphere was so charged that even longtime friends of Melly were holding their breath, afraid to speak or move. Meanwhile, the leaked footage continued to spread online, accompanied by commentary from fans and media outlets. Some analysts speculated that Melly might take drastic action, while others warned that any rash moves could backfire legally. But inside Melly's residence, the world outside seemed distant. He was in his own zone, a source said. He wasn't thinking about the internet, about lawyers, or even about fame. He was thinking about betrayal, about who could survive the fallout. Friends described how he replayed scenes from the footage, scrutinizing every word and gesture, as if decoding a secret message meant only for him. The drama escalated further when an unexpected visitor arrived at Melly's home, a former affiliate who had been quietly observing the fallout from a distance. Sources say Melly's reaction was immediate and intense. "I didn't expect to see you here," he reportedly said, voice low and controlled, but the tension in his body betrayed the storm within. The former affiliate attempted to speak, stammering, I wanted to explain." Melly's eyes reportedly flashed with a dangerous mix of fury and calculation. "Explain? You've been watching me burn while you stayed silent? Sit down, and maybe you'll survive this conversation." Friends watching said the encounter felt like a scene from a thriller movie. Every gesture, every word, charged with potential violence. At the same time, family members were grappling with their own emotions. Melly's mother reportedly confronted one of the affiliates, demanding accountability. "This isn't just about your mistakes," she allegedly shouted. "It's about the family. You've put us all through hell." Siblings and cousins reportedly joined the argument, voices overlapping, emotions raw. Some defended the affiliates, claiming the situation had been blown out of proportion, while others sided with Melly completely. The family was left divided, and insiders said the tension was so thick that some feared for physical altercations. Friends tried to mediate, but the emotional intensity made reason nearly impossible. Outside the house, fans were creating a digital storm. Clips from the confrontation with the former affiliate leaked, spreading across Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Melly is exposing everyone. One post read, "If this doesn't end in drama, I don't know what will." Comment sections became battlegrounds, with fans picking sides, some supporting Melly, some defending the affiliates, and others just reveling in the chaos. Social media influencers jumped in, analyzing every gesture, every word, and every expression, amplifying the narrative and keeping the story at the forefront of public attention. Inside, Melly reportedly made a bold decision. "I'm taking control," he allegedly said to his closest allies, "and anyone standing against me will see the consequences." Friends say he then outlined a plan to confront each affiliate personally, not just to address the betrayal but to reassert dominance and control over his circle. Some insiders compared the strategy session to a war council, where every move, every reaction, and every potential betrayal was mapped out meticulously. "It was intense," one source said. "He was calm but terrifying, like a lion preparing to hunt." The affiliates, even those not present, reportedly felt the ripple of fear, knowing Melly's reach and awareness were unprecedented. The tension reached a fever pitch when another leak surfaced, this time, a private conversation between two affiliates discussing how to manage Melly's wrath. The leaked audio showed panic, regret, and fear. "We messed up big time," one voice reportedly said. "He's not going to forgive this." Fans online erupted, calling the audio proof of ultimate betrayal and speculating on how Melly would respond. Social media buzzed with theories, some claiming that Melly would confront them publicly, while others feared private retaliation. The narrative was spiraling, each leak adding another layer of suspense and danger. By late afternoon, Melly reportedly gathered everyone together for a face-to-face confrontation. Witnesses say the room was tense, silence heavy, as he walked in, eyes sharp, gaze piercing. "Everyone here knows why we're meeting," he allegedly said, voice low but commanding. The affiliates shifted nervously, unsure if apologies would suffice, or if their fates had already been sealed. Melly reportedly went down the line, addressing each person individually, his words sharp, cutting, and precise. "I gave you my trust. You betrayed me. That's on you," he allegedly said to one affiliate. "And you," he continued, pointing at another. "You thought you could play both sides. Not anymore." Friends later described the scene as intense theater, a mix of fear, respect, and the raw emotional power of someone who felt deeply wronged. During the confrontation, Melly reportedly revealed details that shocked even his closest allies. "I know everything, the calls, the meetings, the lies. Every word, every plan, I know it all," he allegedly said. According to insiders, the affiliates' faces drained of color, and some reportedly broke down in tears. The atmosphere was described as almost cinematic, a real-life drama unfolding in front of stunned witnesses. "It was like watching a storm hit with perfect timing," one insider said. "You could feel the power in the room, the fear, the loyalty, the betrayal. It was overwhelming." The emotional intensity didn't end there. Melly reportedly demanded public accountability, insisting that the affiliates confess their actions openly, either online or in front of family. "I want everyone to see who really stands with me," he allegedly declared. The affiliates hesitated, torn between fear, pride, and self-preservation. Friends described Melly's demeanor as unwavering, intense, and absolute, a force of nature that seemed impossible to challenge. Every word, every gesture carried the weight of consequence, and witnesses said that even longtime supporters felt the gravity of the moment. As evening approached, the confrontation reportedly ended without physical altercation, but the emotional fallout was enormous. Friends and family said the room felt scarred, tense, and irrevocably changed. The affiliates left shaken, some reportedly promising to change, others simply silent, aware that their relationships with Melly would never be the same. Meanwhile, Melly's inner circle reportedly felt a renewed sense of loyalty and protection around him, a silent acknowledgement of the storm that had passed, but the vigilance that must continue. Outside, fans continued to speculate, analyze, and predict. The story dominated headlines, with bloggers and YouTubers dissecting every angle. "Melly is controlling the narrative now," one post read. "This isn't just a personal confrontation, It's a message to anyone who ever thinks they can betray him. Social media became a theater of its own, with memes, reactions, and theories flooding every platform. Melly's reputation as both a rising star and a figure of unstoppable intensity was solidified, leaving fans and critics alike wondering what the next chapter would hold. By the following morning, the tension surrounding YNW Melly's circle had reached near unimaginable levels. News outlets were reporting nonstop, fans were glued to social media, and the affiliates who had released the controversial footage were reportedly in hiding. Sources say Melly's home was like a fortress, with friends and family on high alert, ensuring that nothing, or no one, would disrupt the storm that had been brewing for days. He was calm, but you could see the storm behind his eyes, one insider said. Everyone around him knew that he was planning his next move, and no one dared challenge him. The sense of suspense was almost unbearable, with everyone waiting for Melly to make the next dramatic move. Inside, Melly reportedly convened another private meeting, this time with his most trusted allies. According to sources, he was meticulous, going over every interaction with the affiliates, every frame of the footage, and every betrayal that had surfaced. "We're going to handle this once and for all," he allegedly said, voice steady, but carrying an unmistakable edge. Friends described the room as tense, the air thick with anticipation, as if everyone was waiting for a spark to ignite. One insider compared the mood to a calm before a hurricane, knowing that what happened next could redefine the entire situation. Later, reports claimed that Melly called in the affiliates individually for what sources described as intense one-on-one confrontations. Witnesses said the atmosphere was charged, almost theatrical. "He didn't need to yell," one source said. "Every word, every stare carried power. You could feel the weight of betrayal in the room." One affiliate reportedly tried to explain their actions. "Melly, I didn't mean for it to go this far," they allegedly said, voice shaking. But Melly, according to insiders, simply stared, his expression unreadable. "Intentions don't matter. Actions do," he allegedly replied. "And your actions nearly destroyed everything we've built." The emotional intensity reached new heights when family members entered the discussions. Melly's mother reportedly implored him to consider reconciliation, warning of the potential fallout from escalating the situation. "Melly, please, think about the consequences," she allegedly said, tears streaming down her face. But sources claim Melly was unmoved. "I've thought about the consequences," he reportedly replied. "The only thing that matters is loyalty, and those who betrayed me must face it." Friends who were present later said that while his words were calm, the energy in the room was electrifying, almost unbearable. Everyone understood that this confrontation was not just about the footage, it was about trust, power, and control. Social media had meanwhile reached a fever pitch. Fans dissected every leaked snippet, every word, every gesture, trying to anticipate Melly's next move. Hashtags like #Melly vs affiliates, #courtroom chaos, and #betrayal exposed dominated trends. One viral post shared a short clip of Melly's piercing stare, claiming it was the look of someone who cannot be crossed. Fans debated whether he would publicly confront the affiliates, take legal action, or retaliate in ways more personal and dramatic. The speculation alone intensified the drama, creating a digital pressure cooker that matched the tension inside Melly's inner circle. According to sources, Melly then escalated the situation with a surprise confrontation outside the public eye. A video reportedly surfaced showing him meeting the affiliates in a secluded location, the tone reportedly tense and unrelenting. "You thought you could get away with this?" Melly allegedly demanded. The affiliates were reportedly terrified, hands raised defensively, faces pale. One allegedly tried to speak, but Melly cut them off with a chilling statement. "I don't want your excuses. I want loyalty, or you're out, permanently." Friends of Melly, who were present reportedly, described the encounter as like watching a thriller unfold in real life, every moment charged with danger and suspense. Family members reportedly watched anxiously from a distance. Melly's mother, siblings, and close friends were said to be on edge, fearing that any misstep could lead to violence. "We didn't know if we should intervene or stay back," a relative reportedly said. "Everything was so intense, so raw, that it felt like a storm that could break at any second." Witnesses later described the confrontation as both terrifying and mesmerizing, with Melly demonstrating a level of control and precision that left even those closest to him in awe. Back on social media, fans dissected the confrontation minute by minute. Clips from the meeting went viral within hours, garnering millions of views and thousands of comments. "Melly is not playing with anyone," one fan wrote. Another said, "This is straight out of a movie. The way he handled them is insane." Influencers and YouTubers added their commentary, theorizing about motives, future actions, and the possibility of legal consequences. The narrative was exploding online, amplifying the stakes and leaving everyone wondering what the affiliates would do next. Inside the private meeting, Melly reportedly demanded that the affiliates publicly acknowledge their actions and pledge loyalty. Some reportedly complied, their voices shaking as they admitted mistakes and vowed to make amends. Others refused, and according to insiders, Melly's gaze alone was enough to communicate the seriousness of the situation. "He didn't need to say much," one friend said. The look he gave them said it all. They knew the gravity of what they had done. The atmosphere was described as high-stakes theater, with emotions running high, tears, apologies, and tension colliding in a volatile mix. The affiliates who refused reportedly faced a series of consequences orchestrated by Melly and his team. Friends said these were calculated, meant to enforce accountability, without resorting to violence. It was strategic, precise, an insider said. Every move was planned to ensure they understood the gravity of their actions. Witnesses said the affiliates left shaken, aware that their actions had not only angered Melly, but exposed the fragility of their own positions. The message, insiders claim, was clear. Betrayal would not be tolerated, and loyalty was non-negotiable. By nightfall, sources claimed that Melly had restored a sense of order in his inner circle, at least temporarily. Friends described him as calmer but still watchful, his eyes scanning every interaction for signs of disloyalty. Family members reportedly expressed relief, but admitted that the emotional scars from the confrontations would linger. "It's like the air finally cleared, but you know the storm left damage," one relative said. Friends confirmed that Melly's resolve was stronger than ever, a combination of fearlessness and meticulous strategy. The fallout was far from over, but he had reasserted control in a way that left everyone aware of his power and influence. Outside, fans remained captivated. Social media was still abuzz, with every clip, text, and post dissected endlessly. Speculation about Melly's next moves, potential reconciliations, and further confrontations dominated conversations. "This is bigger than music," one fan tweeted. "It's loyalty, betrayal, and strategy all rolled into one." Bloggers and YouTubers continued to analyze each development, ensuring the story remained trending worldwide. The drama was no longer confined to Melly's circle. It had become a cultural phenomenon, with fans and critics alike eagerly anticipating the next twist. As the night came to a close, insiders reported that Melly gathered his inner circle for a final debrief. "We've handled this, but stay vigilant," he allegedly said. Friends noted that while the immediate confrontation had ended, the emotional and social consequences would last for weeks. Family members reportedly expressed gratitude that no physical altercations had occurred, but the tension and raw emotion had left a permanent mark. Witnesses described the debrief as a mix of relief and wariness, a moment to catch their breath before the drama inevitably continued to unfold in new ways. The chaos, the betrayals, the confrontations, YNW Melly's world has been turned upside down, and fans are left reeling from every shocking moment. From the courtroom eruption to the private showdowns with his affiliates, the drama has proven that nothing in his circle is as it seems. Family ties are strained, alliances have shattered, and Melly's response has made it crystal clear. Loyalty is non-negotiable. Social media is still exploding, with fans dissecting every leaked clip, every confrontation, and every calculated move, trying to predict what will happen next. Every twist, every heated argument, every glance has left fans questioning who will survive the storm and what Melly will do next. The intensity of these events has not just made headlines, it has captured the attention of the entire rap community, and even casual observers can't look away. While some affiliates have apologized, others remain defiant, and insiders say the tension is far from over. Melly's inner circle has been reshaped, his authority reaffirmed, and the message is loud and clear. Betrayal comes with consequences, and everyone in his orbit knows it. Fans are weighing in, debating every move, and speculating about future confrontations that could shake the industry even further. The fallout from this drama is only beginning, and the questions linger. Will Melly fully forgive any of the affiliates? Will the family ever recover from the strain? And what new revelations could surface next that might push the story even further? Now, we want to hear from you. Who do you think is in the wrong here, Melly or his affiliates? Do you think this feud will escalate, or will it finally settle? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button if this drama has shocked you as much as it shocked us, and make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss the next explosive update in this ongoing saga. The story isn't over, and you definitely want to be here when it all unfolds. Your opinion matters, so let us know, and stay tuned for the next twist in the YNW Melly saga.